What's up guys, xHOUNDISHx here, and this week inside of Destiny, loot has been raining from the sky, pretty much, inside of the Iron Banner. So the first Iron Banner in Rise of Iron went live. Lots of new weapons, lots of new loot to be picking up, which is really super exciting. It's been a really fun week inside of the Iron Banner. I'm going to show you guys what I managed to pick up, so let's jump into it. So first up, I'm going to show you guys the weapons that I managed to pick up from this Iron Banner, because there's some pretty cool stuff. I did get armor drops, obviously. I mostly found myself using them for infusion onto gear that I already had, because the Iron Lord gear that you get from the book is like, it's basically the same, but you can put the ornaments on it and everything like that. I just prefer the Iron Lord gear, honestly, and it's one thing that I wish that they kind of did differently. So the Iron Banner armor either had maybe ornaments of its own or something like that, but either way, it's really good for leveling up. But anyway, jump in to the weapons. So I managed to get the Unbent Tree. Of course, this was for sale at the vendor this week. This was a drop from the end of a game, and it's a pretty decent roll. So we have Perfect Balance, Reinforced Barrel, Quick Draw, Armor Piercing Round, Counterbalance, and Hip Fire. So it's fairly solid. We've got Counterbalance, Perfect Balance. That combo is fairly decent. The only thing you could really improve is if you had like Injection Mold or Braced Frame or something. Of course, with this, it doesn't affect my range or anything like that. So I quite like this roll. As for other primaries, I didn't get super lucky from the bounties. I did get the Clever Dragon though, so I can't complain too much. It has Perfect Balance, Oiled Frame, Snapshot, Casket Mag, Glass Half Full, and Unflinching. So it's a fairly decent roll right there. It's a lot of fun to use this Pulse Rifle, actually. It absolutely shreds in PvP. I think I prefer my Grasp of Malak on the whole right now. I mean, if you had like a really good roll of this, it could possibly be as good or better. But it's a really nice Pulse Rifle. The way it looks as well, like the Iron Banner weapons, the way they've made them look visually is pretty insane. I got a shotgun! Because, like, no one got a shotgun this Iron Banner as a drop. So, of course, these things are just dropping absolutely everywhere. This is the one that I decided to keep. So, it has Reinforced Barrel, Braced Frame, Quick Draw, Casket Mag, has final rounds, so that might be pretty nice, and Life Support. It seems to be a pretty limited set of bonuses you can actually roll on this shotgun. This one is decent enough. I'm definitely going to play around with it. I haven't actually tried this particular one out, but it should be a pretty decent roll. Moving on, I got the sidearm, the Binding Blaze, and this has got a pretty decent roll. So it's got Speed Reload, Injection Mold, Snapshot, Appended Magazine, we have Reactive Reload or Hidden Hand. So that's pretty cool, fairly decent. This is another weapon I haven't actually tried out. Yeah, I've just been so busy working on videos and actually leveling up in Iron Banner. But it's pretty cool. Again, like the visuals on these weapons are really nice. Up next though, I got the Laughing Heart, and this is the sniper, and it's pretty beastly. So it's got hand-laid stock, hammer forged, armor piercing rounds, lightweight, Firefly, and Army of One. So it's a pretty fun sniper to use. I've actually been using it a little bit in PvE content. I haven't really tried it out in the Crucible. I don't know what other roles you can actually get on this particular sniper. I haven't seen it with Hidden Hand or anything like that, but I'm sure it probably is a thing. 386 as well, so it's a fairly decent leveled special weapon for me right there. I had two heavy weapons right here. Now, my first, like, 2 characters to rank 5 Iron Banner, I actually got the rocket launcher a total of 6 times, I think it is. So I got really unlucky at first. I was just getting rockets over and over again every time I turned in weapon bounties or hit rank 5. But it's a pretty decent rocket launcher. I decided to keep this one. I'm sure they were actually pretty much all the same roll, but it has aggressive launch, smart drift, and hard launch. We've got heavy payload, perfect balance, quick draw, speed reload, grenades and horseshoes, which is of course very nice, and tripod. That is just mean, making you decide between those. But of course, you are going to go grenades and horseshoes for PvP purposes. And it is actually a pretty beastly rocket. I used it a little bit in trials and just generally messing about with it. But look at it. It looks insane. Like, visually, it's just super cool, although it does look a little bit like a camel hump on the top. But yeah, either way, cool to get that. Another weapon that I got that I was pretty happy about, actually. I got the Silvered Dread. This thing rolled out with Hammer Forge, Oiled Frame, Armor Piercing Rounds, Field Scout. It's got Hidden Hand or Persistence, so I thought I'd try Persistence on it. Beastly visually, like, it looks really cool right there. It is actually a really solid machine gun as well. It just shreds in the Crucible. So I was pretty happy to pick this thing up. All in all of the Iron Banner weapons are really cool. And I feel like they put some archetypes in as well, which are like really quite strong. And then they want you to just grind to try and get good rolls of them, which is pretty cool because I kind of take in that whole like system of getting packages and hoping for really nice weapons or whatever and applying it more to the Iron Banner. So that's pretty cool. I got the new Ghost Shell, which visually is just super awesome right there. Pretty cool. This was like the only thing that I got that wasn't just armor or normal weapons, I didn't get myself like the emblem or any of the new shaders, which makes me kind of unhappy, man. I did have a friend though, I have to say, who played for like 30 plus hours Iron Banner this week trying to get the shaders, and he didn't get anything, so that's pretty unlucky. Like I said, I didn't get any emblems or shaders, sparrow ships or anything like that, but my luck in Iron Banner, quite honestly, compared to other people when I see them like tweeting their loots or videos and all that kind of stuff, I don't actually get quite as lucky as some other people in Iron Banner, which, you know, I'm not really complaining about because I do pretty well in other places in the game. Anyway, the one piece of armor that I do still have is the Iron Saga mark right there, which is pretty cool. We got the chainmail and then the wolf. It is pretty nice. The shader I'm wearing right now is the one that comes out of the record book. But like I said, the armor from Iron Banner, it's just a little bit disappointing that it's like exactly the same, but you don't have ornaments. I mean, if you're just going for like rolls on armor or level stuff, then that's fine. But I found myself infusing pretty much everything in terms of armor that I actually had. And since I did get very many rocket launchers, I had a lot of infusion fuel for my heavy weapons as well. So there you go, guys. Just wanted to jump through, show you the best stuff that I managed to pick up from this Iron Banner. That was 3 characters hitting rank 5. So let me know down below, what was the best loot that you got from this Iron Banner? Did you get pretty lucky, or did you have kind of a rough time? I'm pretty sure everyone's getting pretty lucky. The loot is dropping at like an intense rate in the Iron Banner, which is obviously much more satisfying, and that's the way it should be going forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A like below is appreciated if you did. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit subscribe for a lot more Destiny content, but for now, whatever you guys get up to, have an awesome day.